everyone, it's your girl Kiki and I'm back with another video. Today we're going to be giving you some Netflix TV show recommendations. So if you're bored and you're at home and you don't know what Netflix show to watch, we got you. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, turn on your post notifications so you're notified every time I post. Leave me a like and leave me a comment and we can get right into this. So my sister Kaylani is here to help me with the Netflix tea. I love Netflix, but Kaylani lives on Netflix.
Your girl's a Netflix guru.
She's a Netflix guru. So I called in some professional expertise for this video. She's literally probably seen every show on Netflix, every movie on Netflix. So she is really the go-to person. Like whenever I want to watch a Netflix show, I just text her like, hey, what should I watch? And she gives me suggestions.
So the first show on my list is Shameless. Shameless is basically about like a family and they're basically struggling in Chicago and the older sister has to take care of the younger siblings and they're going through all of this. Their father is an alcoholic and he's on drugs. So it's interesting. It's very interesting to see how they get out of their little pickles and like what they do on a everyday basis. Vampire Diaries.
Oh my god, I love Vampire Diaries. Like
Vampire Diaries is definitely a staple. If you have not seen Vampire Diaries, you're wrong.
You're dead wrong. Like
you're wrong.
Vampire Diaries is probably my favorite TV show ever. I love the way either the writer or director,
the storytelling is definitely on point.
Yes. And so like how would you even describe, I'm so deep in the Vampire Diaries, it's basically about these two brothers that are vampires.
I would just call it maybe like a love story, a drama love story.
So good. So like check Vampire Diaries out if you have not already seen it. And then I guess to piggyback off Vampire Diaries, The Originals is
it's a spinoff, and this is actually also on Netflix. And you'll see one of the characters, he gets his own, which is The Original, his own series, and it just takes like a story within his life. Now that The Originals is over though, there's this other show called Legacy. It's not on Netflix. It just started like a couple weeks ago and it's already getting good.
Like Vampire Diaries is hands down, like I said, my favorite show. If you haven't seen it, go watch it right now. The first episode will juice you in.
Santa Clara Diet. This one's definitely underrated. It's basically about this woman. She gets, I don't know if you could call it cursed, but let's just call it cursed for the sake of the video. She gets cursed and she turns into, I guess, like a vampire, I guess. I don't know if you could call it a vampire, but she doesn't eat food. She's dead now. Or a zombie. She gets turned into a zombie. And now she's trying to figure out like why she got cursed and like what is this disease and how she can survive with this disease and live normally in everyday life. It's really good. It's with Drew Barrymore.
Drew Barrymore, love her.
Check it out. Next one is The Get Down. This is another nostalgic
yes, The Get Down.
Yeah, I watched the whole series because I was doing research on like this age and I was like coordinating a show. I was doing bots at the time. That's why I watched The Get Down and it was really good. It's more like I wouldn't call it a musical, but there is a lot of music within The Get Down.
Yeah, and The Get Down, didn't they cancel it?
They did cancel it.
They canceled it?
There's 2 seasons though.
There's 2 seasons though. The 2 seasons are really good, so at least just watch those 2 seasons. Typically, I wouldn't want to watch something like that because I'm like, okay, 2 seasons, they canceled it. I don't want to get invested. But definitely check it out.
Mindhunter. I recently just watched this one. This one's about the FBI and like when they first started profiling and this man goes into jail to see how like serial killers think. It's kind of cool to like see like back in the day and how they started out and like the things they did to like get to the criminal minds of today. Glow is amazing. Number 3 on a scale of 3. Glow is about like these wrestlers, these women wrestlers. What is it called? It's not the UFC. It's the one where like they wrestle, but it's fake. Like it's scripted.
WWE?
WWE, okay. So it's like all these women and they're in the WWE and they like basically go in and they create their characters.
WWE is like super popular.
Yeah, I didn't think I was gonna like the show, but it's actually really good. They did a lot of good drama in the show. I would definitely recommend it. The OA. The OA is basically about this girl who went missing and she comes back and she basically tells this group of kids in the neighborhood what happened to her within the time she went missing.
Oh no.
It's really interesting. Ozark. Ozark is about a man who, he's basically in some bad business and he has to go to the Ozarks to clean money for this drug dealer. So it's cool to see exactly what he does to like get out of that situation or stay alive while he's in this like weird place. Next is Shooter. Shooter is about
Sharpshooter.
It's about a sharpshooter. He was in the Marines. A sniper.
Oh, a sniper.
Yes, and he's basically framed for a crime, and he's trying to get out of that and prove himself innocent. So it's really cool to definitely see him and like all the different shooting. The shooting scenes are amazing. Okay, so this next one is a documentary. It's called The Khalif Browder Story. It's about this young man who was basically at the wrong place at the wrong time, and he gets put in jail, and ultimately bad things happen. I'm not gonna ruin it, but ultimately it does not end well. Girls Incarcerated. You know about this?
Yeah. So Girls Incarcerated is about these little girls, these teenage girls, these middle school girls,
bad little girls
that are in juvie for whatever reason. And I mean, it is sad. Like, in a way, I feel like we shouldn't be watching and supporting them filming these like young women in prison.
I mean,
or in juvie.
It's a docuseries again. So
yeah,
it's a documentary.
But it was really interesting. Like, I was sucked into the show. Like, I downloaded like the whole series on like offline download so I could watch it on the plane. It's so interesting. Like,
it definitely is.
It's so interesting just seeing the girls go through it's just interesting hearing all of their stories, seeing what they go through, see what happens when they get out of jail. Some of them end up coming back
and what
to jail.
they feel like is an accomplishment, and what like are their rewards in the juvie system. Weeds is actually one of the first Netflix series I watched. I watched it when I was like in like middle school. I was too young to be watching this show.
She had no business watching
business watching this show. But Weeds is great. It's about this like suburban mom who basically sells weed to the other suburban people in the neighborhood, and it's really good. Next is Walking Dead. I feel like Walking Dead low-key fell off this like last few seasons, but it started off real strong and real good. So seasons like 1 through 5 are bomb, and then it has 8 seasons right now. I just feel like it's doing too much with the zombies at this point. The next one is American Vandal. American Vandal is basically like a mystery. They kind of script it like it is a documentary, but it's like a fake documentary. And basically this boy is found, and he's drawn some things on the teacher's car, and they're trying to figure out who really drew these things because the boy is about to get expelled. And then the second season there's another mystery, so each season is a different mystery with these two guys trying to figure out what happened. It's really good. Next one is Iron Fist. Iron Fist is a Marvel series. I feel like it's one of the better ones out of the Marvel series on Netflix. It's basically about this guy who has an iron fist, and he uses his power to fight evil, and he has a little girl, he has a little love story, so it's good. I definitely loved the first season. I low-key fell off on the second season, but the second season just came out, so I still have time to catch it. Next one is Dexter. Once again, Dexter was like one of the first series that I watched on Netflix.
Dexter's very good. It's very interesting to see the mind of Dexter and see the different activities that he like takes part in.
He's a serial killer that's also a blood spatter analysis, and he knows how to get out of some trouble. We'll just put it like that. Next one is Breaking Bad. I can't leave this one off the list. Like,
I know, I told her, I was like, that's too basic. I feel like everyone has seen Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad is a staple. It must be on the list. Breaking Bad is about a chemistry teacher. He's diagnosed with cancer, and in order to like get money for his family, he sells cocaine. I think it was cocaine. It's been a minute since I watched Breaking Bad, but he sold a drug, and he went down a dirty path. Next one is Once Upon a Time. Once Upon a Time basically puts a twist on your average
Disney,
fairy tale story, and it's definitely juicy. I'm actually watching a show on TV now that I can recommend that's just like Once Upon a Time, that puts a twist on the fairy tale stories. It's called Tell Me a Story. Yeah, it's called Tell Me a Story, and it puts a twist on the Three Little Pigs, Hansel and Gretel, and one other fairy tale and intertwines them together. That one's good as well.
Another show is Narcos. Narcos is so interesting. It's about the cartel. Like, it's about the cartel drug dealing in Colombia. And now they created one for Mexico, right?
Yeah, and it shows the different, like, the DEA side and the cartel side, and it's good. But there is subtitles on Narcos, right?
Yeah, but I love I feel like shows with subtitles are like 1,000% more
when
juicy.
I watched Narcos, it was like when I was trying to pack or something, so it was like I couldn't really.
She doesn't really watch shows. That's why. She'll be watching a Netflix show and she'll be doing other things. She'll be packing, doing homework, sleeping, cleaning up. Me, when I watch a show, I'm 100% focused on that show. And that's why I like shows with subtitles, because I feel like it forces me to pay attention. But then
the thing is with her, she can't get through 2 episodes in a day. After the second episode, she's like, okay, time to pack it up.
Like,
can't do this.
I've had my binge moments, but I can't watch more than like 3 hours of TV back to back.
I'll be done with a season. I'll be like, hey, ready to discuss? She'll be like, no, just the first episode. I'm going to watch 1 episode a week.
Like one per day. Like, that's healthy.
Nothing in moderation.
That's healthy.
Hashtag nothing in moderation. The 100 is great. It's basically about the earth is now dead, and 100 survivors like come back and try to survive on this like forbidden land that's supposed to be like filled with radiation and stuff. So it's really interesting to see like the earth in a different light. The next one I'm gonna mention is Big Mouth. Big Mouth is an adult cartoon.
Yeah, it reminds me of like Family Guy or like American Dad, something along those lines.
Yeah, it basically tells the story of these middle schoolers going through puberty and how they're dealing with that and like different things like that. It's really interesting and super funny. Definitely something to kill the seriousness of everyday life.
So the next TV show is Marlon, and Marlon is about this guy who's a YouTuber, and he has a family. He has his ex-wife and his 2 kids, and it's just a funny like comedy show. It's funny. Marlon to me is like hilarious. He's one of the Wayne brothers. You know how funny they are. So they're just joking the whole time, and it's a really lighthearted show. Speaking of lighthearted shows, Impractical Jokers is my favorite show, like, of all time. I freaking love Impractical Jokers.
Unfortunately, Netflix only has 1 season, but if you do download the True TV app on your iPhone or any device, you can get like updated.
She's giving all the keys. But I mean, to me, the first season of Impractical Jokers is low-key the funniest, and I could just keep rewatching the first season. But I mean, y'all.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah. Once you watch 1 episode, once you finish the first season, you're gonna be like, I need to watch more.
You'll be hooked. Like, it's the best lighthearted show. If you had a stressful day at work, a stressful day at school, definitely go watch Impractical Jokers. And then on that note, The Carbonaro Effect is another really, really funny show. It's about a magician, Michael Carbonaro, who does like magic tricks on people, but it's really
tricks people with like everyday objects and stuff like that.
So it ends up being really funny.
Yeah. One Tree Hill, another throwback. Like the main characters are the basketball players.
Yeah.
So these 2 estranged basketball brothers. Oh yeah, they're brothers. And they kind of fight and get into it, and like the whole high school effect goes on. A lot happens in One Tree Hill, so if you're not ready, hold on to your seatbelt.
Hold on.
I would say Ugly Betty. Ugly Betty is about like a fashion magazine. This girl who's supposedly ugly goes in there and infuses the magazine with not only with more love,
very Devil Wears Prada like.
Yeah, it's fashion magazine. It was really good. The episodes are packed full of drama.
Jane the Virgin, like, I freaking love Jane the Virgin. She didn't really like Jane the Virgin, and a lot of people don't, but it's a very, to me, like, if you like that like girly love story drama, you'll like Jane the Virgin, and I loved all of.
And I feel like Jane the Virgin reminds me a little bit of Ugly Betty, especially with like the narrator. There's a narrator in Ugly Betty that kind of reminds me of what they have going on.
Yeah. Okay, well, those are all of the shows we have to recommend today.
If you would like us to do one on Hulu or any other TV show network, please comment down below and like if you like seeing me in videos. Follow me, Kikiholly Queen, 3 E's, 2 N's. Instagram,
follow her on Instagram.
Snapchat. Also, if you have any TV show suggestions, let your girl know.
Yeah, if y'all have any TV show suggestions, let her know because she's seen every show, so she's just like now just trying to find new shows.
Yeah.
She has access to every single show. It doesn't have to be on Netflix.
Yeah.
It's just any shows that y'all love, let us know. And that'll help your girl out. But yeah, so that's all we have for today. Again, if you're new here, subscribe to my channel, turn on your post notifications, give me a like and a comment. But all right, see you guys.
Okay, bye.